Hi friends, I'm Nicole. Welcome back to Affordable Practical Living. I am showing you guys a real life situation here. When we get back from the grocery store, sometimes we are in a hurry to put everything in the freezer, in the fridge, and then the rest of it gets put wherever it needs to go at the time because we're in a hurry to get to our next situation, or I'm in a hurry to cook dinner. So a lot of it gets put here. This is my baker's rack. A lot of things are not even supposed to be on this rack. I'm not sure how they ended up there. A couple of them were my issue. Some of them were my kids as well. But I am going to go ahead and tackle these now that it's my day off. And I thought I'd bring you guys along with it because why not? Let's get started. So the first thing I decided to tackle was my baker's rack, and I just remove everything off the top shelf just because some of those things need to actually go inside of my sugar and my flours. And on top there, that is my sugar in the black bin, and then my self-rising flour and my regular all-purpose flour, which I'm showing you here that I label them on the handles as well. And then I just gather the ingredients that need to go in there to refill them that I purchased from the store, although some of it was difficult to find. Once I did find it, I did actually also clean off the top of them. See, I found my all-purpose flour. Just because sometimes they get a little bit grimy. You know how it goes, guys, dust and whatnot. But I always keep a scoop inside of my sugars and my flours just for convenience. It's just sugar that I'm filling in as well. I actually purchased the sugars and the flours together in bulk for Christmas time. So they're all the same. That's why I'm able to just pour it in there. I purchased them all at the same time. So the expiration dates are still the same, except for the self-rising flour. So the self-rising flour I didn't add in there just because I had purchased that afterwards and I don't want to mix up the dates. So I actually have used that since. And now I'm just organizing the top. I put my oatmeals on my baking rack as well, just because I use my oatmeals frequently. A lot of my oatmeals I actually use to bake with, but I also found a bunch of brown sugar, like in different areas, and of course it's all rock solid. So what I did with it is I just put it in a really large bowl, all of my brown sugars, and put a piece of bread in there with it overnight. And then it was loose enough after that to crumble it up and then just add it to a large container together because I ended up with so many. I had a bunch of marshmallows also that the kids kept. That was chicken food that I was showing you. I had a bunch of marshmallows that the kids would like grab a couple out of and then just let them go hard because kids. But those are still good for making Rice Krispie treats with. So I have Rice Krispie treats that I'm, gonna make, and they always come in handy for that. And now I am getting ready to tackle the table. It's so embarrassing, guys. Like, it got so bad. And some of this, you can see that I have my canned jars in the back. I don't know if you can see, but I have my canning jars in the back. I have my huge pinto beans. So not all of that was from this last grocery shopping. It was mostly from the last grocery shopping. Now, this little cabinet area, the little pantry that you see, it only has 2 shelves. They're not very big. They're like maybe 8 inches deep. So that's why my pantry is pretty much non-existent. We put a lot of stuff on the baker's rack because we just don't really have a really good working pantry like we did in our old house. I actually need to get and replace that baker's pantry with a large pantry. And I've been looking and researching. I just take a long time to make decisions like that. Anything over $100, I really want to make sure that I'm getting what I want. So eventually I'm going to replace it with an actual pantry that's going to go where the baker's rack is. And we'll have our baker's rack plus some more shelves. I do have a pantry in the basement as well, where I put a lot of our excess like condiments and peanut butter jellies, things like that down there. But sometimes I forget that they're there, and then I bulk buy again, which is a horrible habit. I know I need to fix that, but I do it. I was showing you the bananas I'm going to make into banana bread. My husband loves banana bread. If you guys want that recipe, I've already posted it. Go look at my banana bread recipe. But anyways, so, I don't know. There's just a bunch of hodgepodge stuff. You can see now the canning jars. I think that is the chicken that I canned last. I'm just removed a couple to keep down there, and the rest is going to go to the basement where it's cool. Oh, those shells back there are that I just pointed to. Those are my eggshells. Those are amazing. Love them. And then that big black cup, I put like, the peppers and the parmesans and stuff like that you get from like Little Caesars or things like that. I just keep them inside that little mug. That way when we need them, we can use them. So you guys will see random kitchen shears in my videos. That's because I'm constantly losing them somewhere in this house. So I'm buying more and more and more. So I think that's about it. I use that for chicken feed. I think that's probably what I'm telling you. Anything that goes stale, I use for the chickens. They love it. They're so handy. When it comes to me not wasting food, just give it to the chickens. I don't think I ended up cleaning all of this because I had other things to do that day. I just wanted to get the majority of it picked up. The Capri Suns were gone in like a day and a half. That's my kids. But doesn't that look better? It's still a chaotic mess, but it is a more organized chaotic mess. So I was happy with the results, and I'm happy to say that it has stayed fairly decent since I made this video, which was about 2.5 weeks ago. All right. If you like what you saw, like and subscribe. Thanks, friends.